All right, folks, and welcome on this Monday evening here. We're here with live with National Master Andretta here, going over our Monday strategy sessions. We're gonna try to do strategy sessions every single Monday to help you with your games, basically to show you games, to show you model games, and here we're going to introduce kind of a schedule of different things. So Monday strategy, Tuesday tactics, Wednesday something else, Thursday maybe opening theory, and Friday some simuls, some playing with against National Master Andretta, things like that. But basically a schedule where it's every week. You can come in and train with us. So definitely excited about this project. And without further ado, here is National Master Andretta and what he's going to be going over today.
Hello everybody, and today we have four beautiful games.
Gems, right? Gems.
Four gems. It's a Petrosian game. I choose two king walk and two exchange, sacrifice exchange, positional sacrifice exchange. Because sometimes when you sacrifice exchange, I mean rook for bishop or knight and pawn is for some dynamic ideas and counterplay, but Petrosian doing in the most positional way. So it's a beautiful. It's beautiful because it's art,
Of
right?
course. Even in games that I've been watching recently, for example, the Olympiad, like the Nishigiri game, where he sacrificed a rook and he just got positional compensation. It's things that have been used in the past, right, by players such as Petrosian, who basically played this way, and they paved the way for this to happen nowadays.
Yep. Yeah. So okay, we start with the first game. It's Petrosian Botvinnik in the World Championship match in the 63. And when Petrosian played this game, all the critics say he prepared the opening or all the plan in the opening in his house. So it's like a home preparation, but it's not true. I mean, what he do here in this game is is a genius conception about the game. So Petrosian start with c4, Botvinnik g6, and if it's a Grunfeld defense. So Petrosian start with his most positional style. Don't not complicate too much in the opening. Just play easy game. So e3 and bishop e2. I remember here even before it's interesting. It's like the name is a Makogonov variation. It's not a special critical line, but black need to know how create counterplay, right? In the queen side.
Very
But
true.
bishop e2. Yeah, c5 most dynamic idea, right? You have the king safe, you need to open the center, right? So c5 is very good. But Botvinnik play d4, bishop c4, and c5. So d5, a6, and this move is excellent move because it start to the most Petrosian style right away. Exchange queen, and Botvinnik have a e6 pawn weak, e5 e5 2 is weak. The isolate pawn is weak, but the most important thing about the isolate pawn is this square here, the square in front to the isolate pawn. Because you don't have, I put something here in e5, you don't have any way to expose the blockade. So king e2, knight c6, rook d1, rook d8, take. You see, knight g5, attacking the pawn, and he go to he go to put the knight in e4 and just take all this square. Now you can see what I say, right? All this square here in front to the pawn is for white because you don't have nothing to attacking the blockade on the e4. So rook b1 just for breaking b4, right? Knight b4, bishop. Of course, he taking it two just rook and white position is in this level is a winning advantage. So 95, 84. Rook c8, prophylactic move if you want to play b4. So Petrosian play b3. Bishop f8, rook c1, and b4. But you can see here, he don't play right away rook c1, right? Because maybe c4 black have a control play and for the square and the dynamic idea. So what he do, he should play b3, control this square, solidificate the queen side, bishop f8, rook c1 now, and now b4. When he have all his pieces in the right way, he break in the position. So c4, b5. So now Petrosian show us if this pawn is strong or weak. But in the hand of Petrosian, it's going to be weak, of course. So yeah, Botvinnik here make a bad move, king f8. Yeah, bishop f3 is better move. So after king f8, bishop c3, blockade the pawn. Bishop e3, rook c1, rook c2. Take, take, and you can see the pawn gonna fall, right? I mean, the position is clear advantage for white. So king d3, check, king c4, rook d1, knight, and knight. The idea, of course, he take in G2, rook C7 check, rook take in H6, and G6 gonna fall in a, in the next two moves. So it's almost winning position for white. So king D7, avoiding the rook go to the C5, C7 square, G3. And you can see the difference, right? This bishop to this knight, right? It's a beautiful position. So bishop B4, king E5, and this is when they start the king work. Check, king F6, check, king G7. You see, the king go to D4 to G7, and all the pieces is in the perfect squares. If I mean, now is a super clear advantage for white. So you don't have any good move here. If rook C6, rook H1, king, and little by little he take all the squares for the king and for the bishop. So look this beautiful. You see, the king go to here, here, and here, and all this gonna fall. So here, both unique resign. Beautiful, beautiful game. I mean, look, the vision is E7.
Yeah, that was
Sure.
a total destruction.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
that knight on e4 was a monster.
yeah, yeah, but almost for nothing, right? I mean, almost for nothing. He create all the scheme for squeeze the black position. So the next game is Petrosia Unseeker in the 1960.
This is my favorite Petrosian game.
Beautiful, right?
Yes, thing of beauty.
I mean, you can listen. This kind of game is like for me, right? For me personally, it's like fall in love because when you see, for example, Chirov game when he was young and he sacrificed pieces, he have all the pieces hanging. Okay, it's beautiful, right? In the way, and you calculate all the variation and mathematics. But this kind of game is like fall in love because it's very smooth. It's like
Like fine wine.
yeah, it's different. You know, the other one is a
Yeah.
violent law, but this
The
is
other,
soft,
yeah, the other one is like drinking alcohol and beer, and then this is like fine wine.
yes,
Sip on
yes,
it. It's classic. It's timeless.
right, yeah.
Yes.
So this is totally different. So Petrosian start with d4, knight f6, knight f3, e6, bishop g5. Petrosian loved the Torre attack. He was one of his pet lines in his young years. d5. Okay, right? He can play e3 and c3 and transpose to the Torre attack, or c4. He continued to the queen gambit defense. So c6, and here after knight c3 or e3 is a semi-Slav, right? But Petrosian is more conservative in this kind of lines. So queen c2, avoiding all the theoretical lines and sharp. So bishop e7, e3, castle, knight c3, h6, bishop f4. And this is very symmetrical, right? I mean, this is very symmetrical, but the position have this bishop, and this bishop gonna be a big difference in the position because you can play some pawn structure when that bishop is another pawn. So castle, b5, and now start the beautiful plan for Petrosian and very thematic plan in this kind of line. Even in the Slav too is very thematic, right? If a4, b4, and now knight 2, knight c1, and knight b3. Beautiful. So now this pawn need to be protection all the time, and this square is excellent too, and this square too, of course. So bishop a6, of course, he wanna uh, disappear the CA big pawn. So take, queen d3, and rook c1. And now look these pieces here, totally crumpled, right? And white have the domination on the c5, and the b5 square is gonna be decisive during the game. So knight d6, take. In this kind of position, semi-blockade position, of course, the knight is more important than the bishop. So he take the knight and the bishop. And these two pawns in black. So that means this bishop is not so good. So queen c6, rook c6, and here. And now look, in this position, right, is I play rook c2, maybe he can play rook c7, but he played rook c6, knight b8, rook c2, and knight d7. So now we have the last position, but with extra tempo, with the rook in c2. It's amazing, amazing concept, and rook c1. So now it's like, why play
Hey,
twice?
so I have the chat has a question, and it's why did the rook not go to a8 instead of a7 previously?
What do you mean?
You see how he
Oh,
played rook a7
yeah.
instead, and I will know. I'm pretty sure I know why, but if you want to explain why it didn't go to a8.
Well, of course, he need to cover the second rank, right? The seventh rank in his position, right? For example, all this all this here, he need to cover by the rook, on, and this square is very important, c7 too.
Correct.
So maybe in some moment, maybe he have the opportunity to play rook c7 and release some pressure, right, in the queen side.
Yeah. Also, would you say he wants to? Sometimes you can play queen a8 to defend c6 square as well, and then slide the other rook over, and that's another idea.
Yeah, but he don't have time, right?
Yeah, here he's not gonna have time for sure. I agree. I agree.
After this move, he don't have any time.
Yeah, exactly.
So knight b8, rook c2, knight d7, and rook c1. It's like white play twice and black still pass. So knight b6 is a good move, right? Attacking a4 and c4 square. So knight b5. I mean queen b5. Beautiful move. What I say, look now, b5, a5 is under attack too. So he played knight c4, knight d2, take, and take with the rook. Now queen a8, of course, try to bring the other rook to play, but rook c2, and you can see not just the pawn structure, but look this bishop and this knight. It's a big difference, and these two. This is beautiful. Rook c6, g6, g3, king, and now
The
is
start.
when now is
The game begins now.
when he make love in the position, right? Because you need to open the king side, right? Maybe I don't know, f3, e4, or f3, g4, h4. I mean, you need to open the king side because you need to create another weakness. This is weak, but you need to create another one. Remember, only one weak pawn or weak square, or only one weak is not enough for win the game. So Petrosian need another one. For do that, he need to open the king side. But now, king f1, king g8, h4, h5, and now continue with his plan. King e1, king d1, king c1, king b1, and now when everything is under, everything is in the right position. Now he try to create some, right, g4, queen take g4, h5. Try to create contemplate in the king side. But of course, the king is in the queen side. It's a beautiful, right?
One more time. One more time, so Aniket can see it. Go put the king back on G1 real quick. All right, and now start it again. And now start it again.
In F1,
What is this called? Making love.
now I start to make a love in the position, right?
Hmm. That is so ridiculous.
Yeah, it's not like some sacrifice, right?
This is better.
No, no, no. When you sacrifice, it's like you tell you care who is your daddy, right?
Yeah,
With this one, you say I am your lover, right?
yeah.
And now, and queen into the king is super safe, and now you can do whatever you want in the king side. And here he don't have any idea to exchange rook. So this rook frees all the position, even the knight in b3.
He castled. He castled twice in this game.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he canceled twice. So queen b7, rook c1. Maybe try to, in some moment, move the rook to the king side, right? King, queen b5. He have many ideas in the position, not only one idea. So he have many. He can play queen b5 and the queen going back again. He don't have why he don't need to rush. So queen a8, f4. Avoiding any a5 idea, something crazy, right? Shows f4, more control in the position. The queen going back to e2, but now no queen b5, now g4.
Gaston. The chat says. Frag says. Tell Gaston. Max says hi. I'm going to try and play like how I played him last time again.
All right, all right. Hey Max, how are you? Okay, yeah, maybe you start to play very well. I told you. So keep doing.
Keep it up. Let's go.
Yep. So h5, queen f6. Look, queen a2, avoiding any check or any counterplay.
He finally came home.
Yeah. Take. And now rerouting the knight, right? The knight in b3 do enough damage in the black position. Keep going back. Now you can exchange one rook. Why not? Try to. Okay, now.
What a blast.
Yeah. Rook
He just
d6.
blasted him there.
Queen d6 is the threat,
Yep.
and he resigned, right?
Yep. He's getting crushed
Every
here.
is hanging, right? The rook in d8, take queen h8.
Yeah, the threat's knight d7 here.
Yeah. No, it's terrible.
Yeah, that was and it's funny, right? Because it's a very positional game, but he ends it with like a tactical like destruction.
Well, that's happened, right? I mean, that
Yeah,
is all about.
yeah.
That happened. I mean, you can in very weird um, position. You can just win the game, avoiding any tactical, right?
Hmm.
Sometimes happen, but in the most of the time when you play a positional game, for beat him, you need to do some calculation, of course. So okay, we have two king wall, and now we have the exchange sacrifice of the position. So this game is a Reshevsky Petrosian, Zurich 53. Petrosian was very, very young in that year. And Reshevsky is super, super strong player. So Reshevsky start to d4, knight f6, and we have the Ninso-Indian variation. a3, castle, and c5. a3. This is very normal variation in that moment. And here we have dc4, here, here, right? This is a very normal lines in this opening in that moment. But Petrosian play another move. He played b6. Take, bishop b2 and c4. And this is the Petrosian idea in the position. Play some blockade the position and play with this square and play b5, a5, and b4. But the idea is blockading in a4 and make this bishop back, right? That's all the idea in the position. So bishop.
We having some connection issues, but we are back up. So, yeah, we can continue. Go for it.
Okay. Okay, 92. Try to take it out the blockade in e4. So he take bishop h5, f3, and e4. That's all the idea in the white position. Is an excellent idea. It's similar to the Botvinnik Capablanca, right? The same pawn structure. Okay, here Petrosian play queen d7. It's a good move. When your opponent have the two bishops, you need to try to maintain the position close, not open. So that's why he played queen d7, right? Rook a, e1, take, and now. Queen f4. The white position is excellent. Is much better than black. Rook b5, bishop d1, excellent. The bishop in c2 don't do too much, right? So he rerouting the bishop to g4. Rook e7, prophylactic move, just waiting. Bishop g4, queen e8, try to put pressure in a4 and try to advance one of the pawn. So he need to blockade in some moment because this is so annoying for black. So a4, a5, rook e3, and here, try to find the move here, or the chat. This is a very good move for
All
black.
right, chat. I need help. I'll try to help y'all out, but let's leave it to the chat here.
Yeah,
Let's see. So it's black to move, right?
yes, sir. Black to move, and how can I say that? It's start to blockade the position.
Blockade the position.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So okay, let me make a couple moves, right? So he played rook
Yeah, rook
d8,
d8. Okay, rook d8.
d8, the most normal move. Now rook a8, a1.
The
So
chat had
now it,
said a4 and bishop d3.
yeah,
So here, well, it's black to move. It's black to move now. So
yeah. But for example, okay, now it's very easy to me to say that, but in this position, right? This is how maybe Petrosian think. In this position, what I need to put in d5?
the knight needs to go to d5.
Yes. So the knight is
So
this.
now, how do we reroute this knight to get to d5?
Yeah, we need to do this knight here.
So, what's the quickest path there? The quickest path, right?
Yeah, but this is okay. This is strategic. The strategic is what I need to do, right?
Hmm.
What I need to do is blockade the pawn
Correct.
with the knight. The tactic thing is how,
Correct.
right? So how I need to do that? Okay, that's the question.
Frag. Just to let you know, it's black to move. Oh, Frag is saying rook e6.
Who said that?
Frag.
Yeah, okay. That's the Petrosian best strategical exchange sacrifice. Yeah. Rook
Very good,
e6
Frag. Very good.
is a beautiful, right? Because if white don't have any other advantage, only these 2 pawns here, and of course it's a lot. But if we can content all these pawns here, he don't have any fight, right? For penetrating the black position. And in the queen side,
Frag is max, by the way, just to let you know.
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, okay, nice, good. Yeah, very good, man. Because we have all this pawn in the queen side. That means it's a black advantage.
Yeah. It's also
So
the quickest way to get the knight there. So knight e7, knight d5. Because if you just
yeah,
wait and play like knight a7, knight c8, knight b6, knight
no, we don't
d5,
have. No, we don't have.
we don't
Yeah,
have time for that.
we don't have that time. No.
We get
So
crushed.
a4, knight e7, take, and you can see he's sacrificed exchange in a very positional way, right? He don't have any dynamical something, right?
Yeah.
Of course, he played bishop d3 now.
This is a
If
true
he,
sacrifice, right? A true
yeah, if you move
sacrifice.
the queen here after b4, uh, black is better. Black is much better. So after bishop d3 is only move. Reshevsky need to exchange. Exchange the rook for the bishop. It's the only move. So take, queen take, and b4. And the position go to bad for black to very good. Look this bishop. This bishop is terrible, right? And again, we have another modern games against the bad bishop with the good knight. Rook a1. But of course, it's not that easy, right? I mean, the a5 pawn is strong. It's not that weak. If we have maybe two rook, it's different. But with only one rook, we don't have enough power. So queen c6, bishop c1, like queen c7, a6. Of course, a6 is prophylactic move, and now Petrosian exchange one pawn for another one and draw. After bishop a1, Reshevsky offered draw and Petrosian accepted draw. Beautiful game, right? Because in this position, white have a lot of advantage. A lot here. White have a lot of advantage here. This mobile pawn in the center
It's too strong. Too strong.
is too strong. Too strong. After bishop f3, d5, whatever. I mean, this is terrible. But after this move, everything changed. He changed the game in very dramatical way. Petrosian say, I remember in the Ajedrez en la Cumbre, is the book, he said the exchange sacrifice, most in the positional way, is not just about the position, right? It's about its psychological,
Warfare.
yes, because you say, wow, I'm gonna give the rook for nothing, right? Only for one square. So he said this is more psychological than than the other things. So you can see, look, beautiful, 95.
Yeah, that
So
knight is to put the knight there is worth everything.
yeah, of course. And we finish with this game, Portish Petrosian, San Antonio 72. For Petrosian, Portish was very annoying opponent. He say for him play against Portish is not easy. The difficult he have a article in that book. He say the complicated opponent. And for example, for you, Derek is Sharovsky, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah. For Petrosian was per Portish, and he say he 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 write in the book. He don't know why, but play against Petrosian against Portish is not easy to him. But in some moment, in some point, the problem just disappear. But for him, play against Portish is not easy. And remember, right? They call Portish the Hungarian Botvinnik. So C4, English opening, C5. Yeah, play like this with black, I don't like it because he don't have any control in the center, right? So white have many options. So D5, knight B8, black, white is already better. So castle. Oh, let me put like this. Um, like H6, B6, very different. Right now, this is terrible, right, for black.
Yes.
C6, C6 is terrible. It's a beautiful square for
Yeah,
white.
it's a hole. It's a hole.
Of course, when you have a space advantage, you need to avoid the exchanges, right? So of course he touched in C4, but you need to avoid in the exchanges. But now rook C1, knight C5, B4, A6, and he tried to make a space for his knight. But C6, look C6. C6 now is wow. Knight B1, And here, Petrosian say, I remember, he say in the book, the 9C6 is super strong, right? It's a beautiful piece, but it's only beautiful. Don't do too much in the position. So now Petrosian thinking and yeah, try to find out the chat which move black make it here.
Chat. It's on the chat. So let us know what you think.
Well, now knight take e7, right? Check and knight c6 going back.
The chat is
Is a
saying e5.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, e5 is a beautiful move in the position. And
Very good chat.
I remember Petrosian say, right, when he played a5, Portish was in shock and he thinking too much and he looking to Petrosian to try to find out the idea, right? But in the end, Portish thinking Petrosian just uh, forget about the exchange and he played bishop a7. Yeah, I mean, this position is clear advantage, right?
Yeah.
For white.
Yeah.
It's super good move, super good position. A5. He sacrificed the exchange in a very positional way. So bishop a7. Portis thinking he Petrosian just missed that move. Bishop a7 and f5. And look now, look in two moves how this
Completely
change
changed the position.
complete. So take with the knight. Bishop a2 is a bad bishop, by the way. Bishop x6. Bishop c8. And now look, the knight in c6.
I bet you
Nothing.
Fortish after this, after in this position was like, ooh, what is this
Yeah, he's exchange up, but the position look much better for white, for black.
for black? Yeah.
Yeah. Bishop g3, knight, knight f7, rook. And you see how he don't move, he don't touch any pawn, because if you touch any pawn, maybe he can contrplay, right? He can play, I don't know, f3 or g4, try to open lines for the rook. When you maintain the pawn together in the center, why just need to wait? And the knight c6 is like another piece less. So it's very conceptual sacrifice. Bishop f1, f4, rook, and the other knight go to c5. Check. Okay. And look, this bishop is a very bad bishop. And after h3, Portish offer draw, and Petrosian accept the draw. But listen, in this position, black is a little bit better. A little bit better. He got maybe a4, a3. So this is beautiful. He go to the bad position to a good one in only two moves. Here, a5, bishop a7, f5. And you can see only this pawn was the compensation. And of course, right, this knight in here in c6 is beautiful knight. but it shows beautiful. Don't do nothing for the position.
This sits pretty.
Yep. So we finish for today the strategical Monday. So
That was great.
I hope they enjoy these four gems games for Petrosian.
Awesome. Yeah, and yeah, just let everybody know it's going to be posted on the YouTube page as well. So check that out, and that's going to be on Chesshub on YouTube. We're going to post the links below as well. And if you get a chance, check out chesshublive.com. So again, that's www.chesshublive.com. Gaston has all of his courses. He has everything on there for opening repertoires just posted as of last week. So go ahead and check that out. Those are really cool. And yeah, see you guys tomorrow for Tactics Tuesday. It was an excellent Monday here. Any final thoughts, Gaston?
Um, well, now just with the guy to send me an email about the next courses about the Sicilian, I believe, and they're gonna be maybe in the web page maybe next week or in 2 weeks. I need to just order all the lines and everything. So, but maybe in 2 weeks we have another new opening course in the Sicilian complex.
Yeah, awesome.
Yep.
So we're gonna end here. Everybody have a good night and see you guys tomorrow.
Yep. Have a good night, everybody.